Time now to turn things over to Sean Quinn for your full forecast. Sean.
Hi, Tracy. Well, we're going to start with our 24-hour temperature change. And boy, look at how much we've seen a difference, especially inland, away from the marine influence, where we had some cold air injected from the north, coming down straight up from a storm system up in the Pacific Northwest, and it really just threw everything on its head as far as your inland temperatures, dropping as much as 20 degrees at certain points today. It was really quite remarkable. Along the coast, though, things didn't change a whole lot. We stayed right about where we should be for this time of year for most areas, and of course, like to mention and point out, look at those records at the bottom of your screen. No threat to that whatsoever. And again, cold air rushing in for most areas today, actually putting a lot of us below where we should be for this time of year. A lot of 70s and 60s on the maps, and really not a whole lot of 80s popping up, just a couple of them here and there. And look at north of Point Conception, really remarkable to get this cool at this time of year. But this will change ever so slowly as we go from June into July, and currently seeing widespread 60s, a couple of 70s out there, even knocking on the door with a few 50s. Look at Morro Bay at 57. Paso Robles only 64 right now, which again is pretty remarkable considering how warm it can be for that part of the region, or that part of the world this time of year. Wind right now, not too bad. We are getting that straight west wind in that area of interior San Luis Obispo County, where we are getting a little bit of a fire issue right now. So we're going to watch that closely. Humidity value, though, because it is a west wind, we're getting a little bit of an ocean influence out of that. So that's the good news. If it was an east or a north wind, it'd be a lot drier. So that is going to help a little bit. Now, looking at the Pacific Northwest, storm system barreling in to Oregon, Washington, and then as well Idaho, and eventually Montana. Might even bring a little bit of mountain snow, if you can believe that. But it's pushing a lot of energy in this direction, which is dry. So we do have a lot of areas of western Nevada, all the way to Utah, seeing lots of fire issue concerns. So going to watch that closely for us. Mild conditions. Sun is going to be a little bit cat and mouse the next couple of days, with a lot of cloud cover and a lot of foggy conditions right along the coast over the next couple of days, at least probably right through much of next week and into early July. Again, we're going to watch this very closely. That's interior portions of San Luis Obispo County, seeing of course a low end, and I stress low end, meaning the wind probably about 25 to 35 miles an hour at best. So the good news is it's not that strong. Now watching, and it should last until about 3 a.m. or so. And there's your fog for the next several days. And look at that, boy, it just kind of lingers. It pulls back, the ebb and flow. Very normal across the region. So we'll tighten up the shot and look at your Monday morning. And there it is, a lot of marine layer out there. With the west wind out there, it's going to just keep things kind of socked in. Some areas of Southern California could actually see a little bit of drizzle, if you can believe that. That is fog going all the way up almost to the high deserts of LA County, which is shows you that's a marine layer that's about as strong as it gets. By the afternoon, we'll do a little bit better, and then maybe by Tuesday morning, the fog is not quite as strong up and down the entire coast. So that might show you that we're getting a little bit of a break, and that's usually what the fog does. One day it's real strong, the next day it backs off. And there are the winds overnight tonight into tomorrow, and not too bad. We should keep it sub-advisory level by this time tomorrow night. So again, no complaints. Now, as far as your forecasted temperatures, we'll go into the afternoon, and there it is, 79 degrees for Paso Robles, 70 for Santa Barbara. We'll click it forward to Tuesday, and then I'll get out of the way, and you can see we go up just a little bit in some areas. Some areas, though, actually noticeably going up, like Paso Robles, up to 90 degrees. Now, again, for your area, temperatures will go back into the 60s and 70s for the beaches. Probably more 60s than 70s. Everybody a little on the cool side, especially coast side. In inland areas, doing a little bit better, but still not that really overly warm, especially for this time of year. I put very warm inland only because, comparatively speaking, it will be a little bit warmer than your beaches for sure. And again, last night we talked about surf being a little lacking. Well, today it's showing some signs of life, and it should increase through the midweek. And there's your forecast maps for Santa Barbara as well as Santa Maria. Forecast for that 4th of July looks pretty good on Saturday. As you can see right there, we'll stop on Ventura and throw it to break, and we hope you'll stay tuned. We'll be right back.